The spring market has come early. A federal report for job numbers is off by 167,000 people. How to, on average, to save $84,000 when purchasing a home, and have a hard time believing that this really is the best driving school in Atlanta based on this car I saw yesterday. We're discussing all this and more as we break down the latest housing market numbers in Atlanta, and we're doing it right now. Let's do it. Hey, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, playing, and breathing all things Atlanta in the metro Atlanta area and the latest housing market numbers, then hit that subscription button, tap that notification bell so you can be in the know about everything happening here in Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Jonathan McCoy, and I'm getting contacted by people just like you on a daily basis looking to make that move here to Atlanta, Georgia, in the metro Atlanta area, and I love it. So if you're looking to make that move right now, a month from now, or a year from now, give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email. I'd be happy to help you make that smooth transition here to Atlanta, Georgia. My contact information is in the description below. Now, let's jump into the latest numbers here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're not even in spring yet, but the spring market's definitely hit. Here's the latest numbers for you. And on this first chart here, we see this is a yearly analysis breaking down the numbers from last year compared to this year. And good news is we're up some in inventory. So more people are looking to sell their homes right now. And the buyers are down a little bit compared to last year, which is going to help with that inventory number, which is at 2.6 months of inventory we can see here right now. So right now, active number of houses on the market are 6,838. The number of under contract homes is 4,743. And as you can see, if we compare these two to last year, we see that the number of homes on the market is higher and the number of pendings lower. The pending ratio, which is just the number of under contract versus the number of homes we have available, is 41% of the homes are under contract. We look at sold or closings that happened last month, 2,633. This is down a little bit. So all these are trending in a better direction for buyers. However, just to give you a heads up, it's still very much a seller's market because we're still only 2.6 months of inventory. Failed listings, we're sitting at 29.1%. This is up a little bit from last year. So again, have your home ready to move in. That's the key if you're looking to sell. But median list price we see is definitely higher from last year. But what I really care about is the median sales price here. And we can see it's 9.2% higher. This is a good bit higher than inflation numbers. This is showing that the market is still hot here in Atlanta and the prices continue to rise. We're seeing a median list to sales price ratio of 97.6%, a little bit higher than last year. So people are still getting close to what they are asking for homes, and there's still competition out here. I do find it interesting. There's more homes available, less people buying, but we can see that this ratio, sales to list price ratio, is higher. Typically that'd be a little lower. People would be able to negotiate, but again, months of inventory is still really controlling this market, and we see median days on market at 42. What we're seeing generally in terms of everyday boots on the ground, I've said this for a while now, are that the homes that are move-in ready, not necessarily updated, but move-in ready, they're going to sell near or at their list price typically, unless someone went crazy with the list price. But these are the ones that people are after. If they're updated, that's where you're going to get more multiple offer situation. If you're a buyer that's looking to purchase a home that maybe needs a few updates on it, then these are the homes. If you're looking for a more affordable home, these are the ones you may want to focus in on, or the homes that aren't updated. I would suggest watch out for the homes that need new HVAC systems or new roofs, because those can be pricey once you move in. But if you're looking at something that just needs new carpet, new paint, someone didn't do that, you can take advantage of that seller not doing that and make a purchase for a more reasonable price. All right, here's the 6 months trend here. So what's been happening over the last 6 months? And we can see again, the spring market definitely has hit early as inventory and pending ratio has gone up since pretty much October numbers. So we're even over the last September numbers. So definitely rocking here. Pending ratios up, number of solds is up. Distress, those are homes that are selling for less than what the mortgage is on it. So these are foreclosures and the like. Only 1.1% of closings are this, so still really, really low compared to the average that we see. But failed listings, again, down to 29.1%. So that number had been going up. Look at January, we had almost 40% failed listings. This has jumped down tremendously. So homes are starting to definitely get picked up by buyers out there. As we said, median list price is at $460,000 and the sales price is $444,990. So really large median sales price here. This is over the national average. If you're moving here from another state into Atlanta, Atlanta used to be one of the most affordable cities to buy in. Great purchase here, and it's still a good purchase because I just continue to see these prices go up. Last prediction I saw, by 2050, they're predicting 8 million more people to move here to Atlanta. Just keep that in mind as you're purchasing here. It could be a great purchase now because a lot of people still intended to move here, but also know that we're already bad for traffic. It's probably going to get worse. Just kind of comes with the territory here. And we already talked about median list to sales price ratio, days on market 42. So again, that's still pretty quick compared to what the average typically is for days on market. And lastly here, we're looking at inventory based on the list price of the home. So again, the kind of sweet range, that sweet point for the home selling here, we saw the median sales price was $444,000. So this $400,000 to $500,000. We see 2.4 months of inventory here. As you go lower around that range, look at $500,000 to $600,000, only 2.1 months of inventory. So a lot of homes being gobbled up when they come on the market here. And this seller's market goes all the way up, look, to $2 million. All the way up to $2 million is the seller's market. If you're looking for over $2 million, you can get into a buyer's market here. But that's fewer people than most. Most are looking in this 300, 350, up to 600 range when it comes to buyers contacting me. But definitely have some moving out of town that are looking in that $600,000 to $800,000 range. Did a video that you can find right here if you're trying to figure out what property or where you could buy in Georgia based on your income. So this is a great video to go watch. Broke down a number of cities and looking at different incomes from $50,000 a year and up. So if you're interested in getting more information about that, maybe a city that you can figure out where to move to, then take a look at that video there. A few more things to talk about as we discuss buying and selling in this market. So first, rates have gone down. We've now dropped down to 6.85. That's good news. Why is that? Well, we had some bad economic data come in, including, I love this. So originally last month, they the federal government stated that there were 350,000 new jobs added, right? And that actually caused the market and the interest rate to shoot up a little bit. Well, every month the next month they revised those numbers. And I even mentioned that seemed off in my last video. Well, they actually brought that down by 167,000 jobs, which is crazy to think about. They weren't off by half, but they were close. So I really don't know why they're so off so often, but that seems crazy to me. I think seems like somebody should be let go for that if you're off by half, but whatever. Numbers are off, so the job market numbers took a hit, and when there's bad news in the economy, that's actually good news for rates. I know that unemployment all of a sudden jumped up a little bit. It was at like 3.2, now it's at 3.9% unemployment. So again, that's good news for rates. As I've been reading over this last month, there were a couple articles that popped up that I thought were interesting. One was this. The article stated that for every 1% of rate when it goes down, so if we went from 7.5 to 6.5 as an interest rate, that actually allows an extra 5 million people to be able to purchase a home. Now, it doesn't mean that these people are going to purchase a home. It helps for the buying power of consumers out there to purchase a home. Now, why is that important to you? Well, if all of a sudden an extra 5 million people are now able to purchase a home, well, the last month for the nation, we only had 1 million homes available to buy. So So imagine if 5 million people came on the market. Now, 5 million people are not going to come on the market. That's just who's available. But if you see what I'm talking about here, we're at such low inventory that when rates go lower, we're going to have more people jump in to purchase a home, which is going to cause prices to go higher because we still don't have a lot of people selling here. Another number I hit was discussing what's the magic number for when interest rates come down for people to start selling their homes more. Because right now, people are locked into their 3% or lower interest rates, and they are not wanting to move because it just doesn't make sense for them. They have such a great rate on their home, their mortgage is so low, no reason for them to move. So they did a little research and they figured out that about 5.5% is the magic number for when people are going to start making that move, getting out of their 3% rate and willing to go up to 5.5% based on the equity they have in their home. So if we ever do get down to that 5.5%, which I'm telling you, I do not believe that's going to happen this year. I don't even know if it's going to happen next year. So don't get your hopes up. But if it came down that low, I think then you would start seeing inventory numbers go up and we can see a lot more movement of people buying and selling homes. Now, if you are looking to make that purchase right now, I mentioned at the beginning of this video how to save $84,000 on average when purchasing a home. Now, I've used this and gave this advice before, but it's nice to see numbers with it. So research has shown that when you shop around your loan, when you're looking to purchase a home, that means getting qualified with not just one lender, but 2, 3, 4 lenders, getting quotes from a lender, taking those numbers and going to the next lender. And if they're beating their rate or if they're beating their closing costs, then negotiating with that next one to see if they can better it. And then taking that and going to the next lender and then going back and forth until you finally get the best rate and the best numbers for you possibly. Over the life of the loan, they've calculated that when people shop around for lenders, they're going to save on average $84,000 over the life of their loan. And that's a whole lot of money. So highly recommend, if you want to save money, make sure you shop around for a lender. Even if you're recommended for a lender, anytime people ask me for lenders, I always give 3 to let them shop around, and then they can research more. I mean, I don't care what lender someone goes with. I mean, there are better lenders than others, trust me. But what most people care about is just getting the best rate possible and the best numbers for closing costs possible. So make sure you shop around. You can save a whole bunch of money. If you found this video helpful, then you may want to check out one of these videos right here or here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.